Light in the gloom of lockdown. 2 new COVID vaccines, both effective against new variants of the virus, and there are millions of doses on order.
The more people will get it, the sooner we get rid of this thing, yeah?
The only hope we have is vaccine. And if not 100%, they will be effective at least 95% or so.
The more the better, really. So the more that we can produce and the more that they can work for everyone and protect against the new strains, then definitely the better, all for it.
The new vaccine made by Johnson & Johnson is the first to prove effective with just 1 dose. Clinical trials showed it protected 2/3 of people against moderate or severe COVID.
We observed that across all the different regions, and especially in the very sick, it prevented very sick, but also prevented against death and hospitalization. And that is what makes this pandemic so particular and so severe for the population. And we're very happy to say that with a single dose, we can reach this.
A second vaccine made by Novavax is the first to be based on the actual spike protein from the virus, and it packs a punch. It protected almost 90% of people in trials in the UK and South Africa, even though new variants of the virus were spreading rapidly.
It was of concern because we were very aware that the cases that were occurring, in particular in the last month, were largely of the variant. We didn't know until the trial outcome showed that it has really made little difference to the efficacy of the vaccine. So really important because we now have a vaccine we know is effective against the UK variant, and we can be even more confident about deploying this vaccine in the UK.
The 2 new jabs could bring an extra 90 million doses to accelerate the UK's vaccine rollout over the coming months. 60 million from Novavax to be manufactured in Stockton-on-Tees and 30 million from Johnson & Johnson. This adds to our existing 157 million doses from the 3 vaccines that have already been approved. And the new vaccines will be easy to store and distribute. Both can be kept at fridge temperature. If the medical regulator does approve these 2 new vaccines, then Britain could have far more doses than it actually needs. But some vaccines may prove better at preventing disease in the elderly. Others are preventing spread of the virus in the young. It could be a pick and mix future, and Britain has plenty of choice. But there are no guarantees that the new vaccines can be scaled up easily to meet demand, not just from the UK, but worldwide.
You might be able to find that you can make something really well in a small quantity in a jam jar, but as soon as you start actually trying to make this in, 1,000-litre vats, you get other things actually taking place, which don't happen at the small scale, but start to happen at the larger scale. We're talking about a brand new technology here, and with brand new technologies, there can be teething problems.
The Prime Minister has hailed the results from the clinical trials as very encouraging. If the vaccines are approved, doses should start arriving in vaccination clinics in the summer. Thomas Moore, Sky News.